Hey guys, my name is Ryan.
And my name is Muska.
Welcome to Overwatch Central. So we have been somewhat spoiled with all of the new updates and information we have received over the last few weeks. However, there is something that is in the works that has currently gone radio silent since just before BlizzCon, and that are those Symmetra changes. The changes were discussed in a popular topic update by Jeff Kaplan a few weeks ago, but we haven't really heard anything since. In this video we want to go over when we should hopefully see these Symmetra changes hit the PTR, but also with the addition of Sombra, how the territorial battle may affect Symmetra's game in terms of synergy, and also competition with that spot.
So this thing with timing has been a bit off and a bit weird for all of us. We kind of know how Blizzard handle hero balance changes, how they're on the PTR first and then move to the live version, and same goes for the heroes added to the game as well. Now they did tell us to not expect changes announced at BlizzCon according to some forum posts a while back. But with this video we're kind of bringing up the question again that where did these Symmetra changes go? How long will it be left like this? And are they working on this right now? And when will the Symmetra rework see the light of day? Another thing to keep in mind with all of this is that Oasis is coming up to the PTR in mid-December, and Jeff Kaplan's discussion blog said that in mid-November we'd hear something more about the Symmetra rework. Now on top of this we also have the Christmas update and a holiday seasonal event that will most likely hit early to mid-December too. Now you might react and be like, oh, have I missed something around the holiday season update? But no, there has not been any mention of it. However, in the past with the Halloween update, we had some voice lines up ahead of time which kind of confirmed that it was coming, and on top of that these events tend to last 3 weeks. So if it's gonna last over Christmas, it has to at least start on maybe around the 5th or 6th of December. So that kind of leaves us with this window in between ranked seasons, but also, like I said, other updates to the game. It seems like now is an ideal time to release her as it's coming into the off season, and it can be a nightmare to release a redesigned or a new hero in the middle of a season, and Symmetra is kind of seen as a troll pick right now as it is, meaning that if whatever change goes through mid-season, people will probably be even more reluctant to playing Symmetra. And whilst I'm saying this, they did just release Sombra during the duration of Season 2 because why not? It's kind of hard to see if there's actually some pattern here, but we've all been wanting this Symmetra rework for quite a while, but as of right now it kind of seems like they're missing this window. Right now on Tuesday would honestly be the perfect time to have it available on the PTR, but we don't really expect it to be available then, to be honest, because of the lack of a mention of it on the forums or anywhere really. It might even be as late as mid to late December for Symmetra to be on the PTR at this rate, to be honest.
Now, one interesting key point of discussion that doesn't seem to have been mentioned before is now the potential synergy between Sombra and Symmetra, or even Sombra-Symmetra Torbjorn for example. This area denial style of play will obviously work very well on defense, but part of Symmetra's problem is that she only seemed viable on defense, and Blizzard want to change that. In terms of changing a hero and what we think, we did a video already going over what we would do and what we would specifically fix, which you can see on screen now. Since then, we've been introduced to a hero that likes to take control of health packs and parts of the map. We've been over this before. Sombra can give her team advantages in fights by taking certain areas of the map away from the enemy by hacking health packs. Now of course that immediately makes me excited to check out how Sombra and the new style of Symmetra would play together. Although with how much Sombra seems to be struggling in terms of how people perceive her and how viable people think she actually is, I imagine a Symmetra is going to follow a similar style in that sense. What was interesting from Jeff Kaplan's update video that I feel is worth highlighting is that he said Symmetra wouldn't get any healing abilities, and if they felt it was necessary they would remove Symmetra from the support category to better emphasize this.
So with this new aspect and direction of the hero in mind, let's have a look into what her playstyle and her abilities could maybe be at least. Assuming that the new Symmetra has a territorial type of playstyle at least, and can maybe compete with Sombra. I'm thinking the turrets might work like surveillance type of cameras instead, not that you'd see like a video feed, but that they'd cover a small AoE and can, within their line of sight, see enemies and alert Symmetra of those enemies. Not like right now where you can see if a turret is pinging an enemy or not, but that it would work like a small AoE type of infra sight similar to Widowmaker's ultimate. Now there are lots of questions that immediately arise around this, of course. How do you balance it? Will that actually even work against Sombra properly? Will it be too strong right from the start? But I feel like something like this could be quite interesting. It would also make Symmetra a lot more viable after the first point, as if you have a little bit of map control like that, it's easy to take it back for the defending team and stabilize again. The problem I still see though is that Symmetra is not nearly as mobile as Sombra is right now, so you'd have to fix that problem too. Her weapon would probably be able to stay the way that it is right now, to some degree at least. And the big question is of course how the teleporter would work, or well, how the ultimate would work. Maybe it wouldn't be a teleporter at all. We've talked about this already in that last video, so I'm not going to repeat myself right now, but I think playing with the thought of Symmetra having a territorial playstyle in her new rework is very interesting. I hope you guys think so too, and if you do, feel free to comment down below about how you think that the new Symmetra could work. And maybe even more importantly, do you think Blizzard are just holding off with releasing the rework, or is there another reason behind this delay?
And that's it for this time. Thank you very much for watching. Do let us know when you expect to see Symmetra, but also when you would like to see her. Ideally, the perfect time would have been Tuesday, but with all of the big changes and Sombra coming out as well, I highly doubt it. But we'll soon see. And also let us know your changes for Symmetra in the comments below as well, and like this video if you want to see more, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, take care, we'll see you next time.